Is SoFi 2022's best fintech stock? Sit tight for the next few minutes as we go through recent news as well as my own chart analysis and price prediction. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for regular stock market updates. First up, SoFi has partnered with LA Chargers Justin Herbert for the next 3 years in return for equity in the company. Justin said that he shares values with SoFi and he's thrilled to partner with them officially. The stock went up by 1.3% after this news came out in hope of wider exposure for the company, resulting in better financials. If we talk about the price, despite falling down by 55% this year, the outlook for the stock seems bullish, and here's why. The government had waived off student loans temporarily, but this waiver will end on 31st December, after which SoFi is bound to get a boost in price. Brokerages and big investors are scooping up the stock exactly for this reason, and analysts have given the stock a buy rating as well. But to confirm it for ourselves, let's jump into the chart. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-day chart for SoFi. And first, as always, we'll analyze the 1-day chart, then the 1-hour chart, and to end it off, we'll get into the 5-minute chart. Firstly, let's quickly take a look at the 9th September candle and where we closed. As you guys can see, we started the day off at this level of $6.23 and we ended the day off at a level of $6.33, which is about 11 cents higher, right? Like 10 cents higher, which is not that big of a difference, about 1.5%, right? But that doesn't matter. The main thing is that we're now finally seeing a bullish trend. As you guys already know that SoFi was in somewhat of a bearish trend for the short term, like for August. The main reason behind this bearish trend was the announcement that the student loan waivers will continue. But as you guys can see, we did make somewhat of a double bottom over here at 5.55 or rather $5.57, right? You guys can clearly see here that we made a double bottom. The first one was a red candle, the second one was a green candle, pretty much an engulfing candle situation. And after that, let's say if you had bought over here, you could have easily made a profit of somewhere around 10% in like less than 2 days. If we go a bit into the past, as you guys can see, we did get a major sell-off over here on 26th August, right? This was, I'm pretty sure, the announcement day. And I had already given you guys this as a resistance level over here at $6.9, which is again kind of a funny number, but never mind that. Now, what I believe is going to happen is that we'll break this level after retesting it once, right? Now, even if we open up in a gap up, that would be a unique situation of some sort. But I personally believe that we won't open in a gap up, right? We'll be in a gap down because after 3 candles, we're bound to get somewhat of a pullback. Once we get the pullback, we'll get into this range again, right? We'll challenge this level, we'll retest it, we'll break it, and then we'll test it as a support before going up and challenging this $6.9 level again. And once we challenge the $6.9 level again, then my price target for the year would probably be, I'd say somewhere around $8.5, right? This high that it made in August. And if you go into the percentages, that's still a pretty good return. Like if you count it from over here as well at the $6.2 level, that's a 37 or rather 38% return. So if let's say that you were to invest $10,000 into the stock, or rather if I were to invest $10,000 into the stock, it would probably get me about $3,800 by the end of this year. And we're talking returns, right? So that's a $3,800 profit on top of that. But now that I've already given you guys my target and analysis for the long range, let's quickly get into the 1-hour chart and analyze the midterm as well. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-hour chart for the stock, and I've already erased all of the drawings and levels that I previously made, so I hope that you've noted them in your own charts. Now I'll give you guys some levels in the 1-hour chart and some possibilities for the short range as well, like probably a September prediction, I would say. So if we were to take a look at the September performance, we can clearly see that we've gone up by somewhere around, I would say, 10%, almost 10%, 9.18%, right? So as you guys can see, we started the month off with a big fat red candle, right? After that, on 2nd September, we got a bearish candle as well. After that, the market opened on 6th, again, bearish candle. But after 7th, we started the recovery. As you guys can see, this was the double top that we made, right? Or rather the double bottom, I'm sorry for that. Over here and over here. And after that, as you guys can see, the market started recovering. And we gained about how much? Well, let me get the scale. We gained up about 4% in a single day. And this over here was the big day, right? This was when the double bottom really took its effect. And after that, as you guys can see, we already made um, about 8.54% in one single day. And that's pretty crazy. If we talk about 9th September, as you guys can see, it was pretty much, I'd say, a cold market, a sideways market, right? There were some elements of a bullish trend. There was continuation, but it seems to kind of have slowed down. So I believe that the next day, right, the 12th, would probably be in a bearish, I would say, opening, right? So that would be a gap down situation. And after the gap down, we'll again continue with the bullish trend. But on 9th, or rather on 12th, I personally believe that we'll probably get a bearish day, right? Because we need to get red candles as well for a bullish trend to continue. Always remember that a bullish trend without pullbacks is pretty much a fake breakout, right? So that's a bull trap. And as you guys can see, after that, we'll probably bounce off of this level over here, somewhere around here at $6, right? This would be a psychological support for the stock. And once we bounce back off this level, I believe that we'll probably break this level again of $6.3. Once we do that, I already told you guys we're in the range for this level over here at $6.9, right? But that would take some time to reach. Now, my September price target, that is, well, pretty much why my September price target will be somewhere around the $7 range, right? I believe that we will need this entire month to make some moves over here and get back to this range. With that being said, let's head straight into the 5-minute chart and analyze the short term as well. As you guys can see, we are now in the 5-minute chart, and to further strengthen my argument of why I believe the stock will, go down on 12th September, why we'll see a red candle. As you guys can see, we made a double top over here, right, somewhere around the $6.3 level. We did break out of it, but that was due to large volume, right? That's usually the market closing, I'd say, tradition. And we will mark this level over here as well. This was an important level at $6.2. Another important level would be somewhere around here at $6.22. So these levels would probably play a big role on 12th September. If, however, we open in a gap down over here below $6.2, that would be a different situation. But I do not believe that we'll get that big of a gap down. I simply believe that we might open in this range over here that I made, right, between 6.3 and $6.22. This would be the gap down in my opinion. After that is done, I believe that the stock will challenge this level at $6.3 again. Once it does that, maybe it will test it once again. And after that is done, we'll probably shoot up, breaking this $6.34 level. That might be on 12th, that might be on 13th either, right? But it will happen very soon. So if I were to draw a situation for 12th September, it would probably be a gap down somewhere around here. Then we would probably go down for a few candles, right? There would be some big volume. And once that is done, we'll test the support twice and then we'll go up, test this resistance once. And once that is done, we'll probably end the day off in the greens as well, somewhere around this level. But then again, I could be wrong, so remember that this is just my own opinion and not financial advice. You should always do your own research before you trade. And as always, if you enjoyed my analysis, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for more such videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.